I had a dream. Literally, I'll be on this morning doing King's Court with my man Jay Money at 10:15 on a Monday morning, man. What's up, Jay? We got some games today, man, to break down with everybody. What's happening?
What's up, man? Happy Martin Luther King, everybody. Day, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a holiday for us, man. We celebrate this. I don't need no reason to celebrate, man. So let's get it, man. Let's cash some tickets on MLK Day.
What's up? What's up? I'm trying to low key sneak my laptop over to cover my back so y'all can see my what's name, but I couldn't fix it. But let's get right to it, man. We got the Bulls game getting ready to kick off, Jay. I think I broke that down earlier on low bag. If y'all caught it, hopefully y'all got it. But hey, we both on Bulls, I heard, Jay. So that's a great sign right there already, man. Well, you want to tell them why you like the Bulls in this spot?
Yeah, it's no way in hell that I'm betting on the Cavs, man. I mean, it was kind of sort of a toss up to me just at first glance, seeing the way, both teams, they could pretty much be thinking the Bulls are on the road in this one, both of consecutive games. But the Cavs in this one, they coming off the long road trip, a 6-game road trip. We know the Bulls, they just came off their loss versus Wayne. I had the Heat pretty big in that game. In the first half, I was like, damn, man, the Bulls, for some reason, came to play. And then the Heat pulled away in the second half. But the Bulls, it look like they're still trying to win games. And the Cavs, it look like the exact opposite. I mean, they're just not trying to win right now. And it's definitely showing. Even though they're at the house tonight, they could, at some point, they could try to, but it would have to be when they get their bigs back. I couldn't bet on the Cavs again until they get at least one center back, at least. I mean, they're missing like 3 or 4 big men, the big men that they're throwing out there. I mean, they're having like Rodney Hood at the 4 spot. Like, I mean, come on, bro. That's just absolutely terrible. The Bulls, they should definitely get this job done. I see the Cavs, they hadn't even scored in like 4 minutes through the game. So that's the type of the stuff you see throughout the Cavs. I'm on the Bulls money line in this one.
Yeah, Bulls, man. Let's get it, man. So everybody, y'all check it out. We on Thunder and the Bulls already, me and Jay. Well, actually, Jay, I don't know if you're on Thunder or not. I didn't ask you, but I'm assuming that you are on OKC, correct? But actually, I saw you play too. You on the under in this game, right, Jay?
Yeah, I am on the under in this game, and I can't say I am on the under for a nice little bit. I hope it was just one of these early start games. You know what I'm saying? It's like 11:30 or something to OKC. They're not used to playing this damn early. We know the Knicks. This is only their second game in 8 days. They just coming off their trip, their game to London or whatever, which that game went all the way under. The Knicks were winning that damn game. And then I can't believe they lost. I mean, the Wizards came back pretty much and then won by 1. But the Knicks, that was their game. But I'm just thinking that I'm hoping that the OKC won't score too many points. OKC is just absolutely just killing them right now. Paul George is going off already, and the Knicks, they can't seem to make a shot. So I'm hoping that this one does stay under, keep the parlay going. This was the first game on it. So, and I did take OKC money line on another parlay, but I didn't give it out because the money line was like 440. Something, but I definitely did think OKC would win. I just didn't want to lay the 9 points with them on the road, even though I knew that I didn't like the Knicks in this game. I knew that damn well that OKC would lose this one, and so I did take the under in this game and OKC on the money line.
Yeah, I'm on. I gave OKC -5 first half on the low back. I also gave the over. I didn't know you was on the under, but I gave the over, but just because I knew OKC guards were going to be able to put up some points. I thought the Knicks guards were going to be able to do something too, but it doesn't look like it. So right now that under you have is looking pretty decent over there, Jay. Let's get on to this next game, man. Detroit, man, a team that has to be tired. They don't have any Drummond. They don't have Ish Smith. They're 3-11 straight up on last 14 games in a row. They're 0-5 last 5 games in Washington. They are 7-2 ATS. I mean, Washington 7-2 ATS last 9. But Detroit, man, it's a third game in 4 days, bro. They got to be a little tired out there, Jay, man. So I have to lean over here on the Wizards, man, and possibly take the under as well. Well, I did take the under.
Right, man. I can't say I'm on the under pretty big in this game. I did get it early. This was another game that was in the parlay at that, so definitely I need it. It would be really nice to hit that parlay. You know what I'm saying? That would hit pretty nice. I like this under game for the simple fact that we know that the Wizards, ever since Wall went out, obviously they're a different team. They've been playing different, but they've been playing better defense. I've watched them. I've watched the Wizards team at some point where these guys will pick up full court. I've seen Bradley Beal pick up full court. They actually playing defense out there. It's totally crazy because they weren't playing any defense at the beginning of the year. Then now Wall goes out and he's out for a while. Now they're like, okay, we'll come together and play some D, and that's how they've been winning games. Pretty much lately, they had to play some D versus the Knicks to come back in that game versus London, which a lot of people on the over. That game went all the way under. But the last five road games for the Pistons have went under. I'm riding that trend, man. Give me the under. I still like it at 215.5. Like you say, no Drummond, which kind of sort of does help the over because he's such a defensive presence out there. But still, man, there's still less points and less rebounds for him. They're not going to be getting those offensive rebounds like they usually do. No Ish Smith as well, so that definitely is going to help the under. I'm on the under in this spot, man, for a nice bet.
Me too, and I just finally got the chat up, man. So what's up, everybody in the chat, man? Thank y'all for joining in. We kind of running right through it right now because we got so many games, and we only gonna be on for a half an hour, so you might want to have to go back and rewind it, rewatch it, and check it out if you missed anything. On to the next game, though, Jay. Yeah, when it comes to that spot, this wasn't one of my favorite games, though, but I'm with you there on the under. And like I said, I lean Wizards. I'm not making a bet on it, though, but it's a lean. Hey, we giving tips. I heard somebody bitching at me the other day about the Spurs on Friday, Jay. Man, that shit came through in cash. So to that guy who was bitching, whoever you are, talking about, I told you to go take the Spurs. No, I gave you a tip on the play in the cash, and you was tripping. Game ain't over till it's over, G. Mavs, Bucks, though. Jay, this is your team over here. Not your team, but you know Dallas better than I do. What's your thoughts on this Dallas versus the Bucks game? I lean Bucks over here. Bucks at home, probably the play for me, but I want to hear your thoughts on it first.
Yeah, the only thing with this one is we know the Bucks, they've been absolutely rolling. I can't step in front of them. This is a nice amount of points. And the Mavs, even though they're a bad road team, this is still a bunch of points. And the Mavs, I mean, they lost the last three games. And one, they just got they pretty much just lost by 12 versus the Pacers the other day. That game was getting a little bit out of hand. Then the Mavs came back and made it at least a little bit respectable. I mean, they still didn't cover the spread or anything. I was on the Pacers in that game. So, but I mean, I can't take the Mavs on the road. I'm not trying to step in front of the Bucks here, but they are coming off a quick 2-game road trip. You know what I'm saying? Coming from Orlando, then come back to the house and land double digits. So I could definitely see the Mavs sneak inside the number. It would be nice to have Dennis Smith in here. I know they're probably going to trade him. If I was him, I probably wouldn't play either, but he's not going to play today, and he is going to play tomorrow. So that probably tells me that they're going to play the rest of the players and then probably sit somebody else. They know they're going to be in a terrible spot tomorrow, so they pretty much have to, or they'll probably be showing him off for other teams, but he's going to get traded here pretty soon. I mean, he didn't really have an illness or anything, man. He's not even showing up to practice, so I don't even see how you put him into a game if he's not practicing. But he is. They say he is going to play tomorrow. He's not going to play today. All type of stuff going on. If they're going to trade him, they need to go ahead and get a player or a draft pick or something, man. So you do have a little bit of turmoil going with the Mavs, but I could strangely see them trying to cover the spread. As far as the total, it's a pretty tricky one. We see the total trending down. The Mavs, they do try to play a little bit defense on the road. They're not really scoring points. So I guess I would kind of sort of have to agree with the line movement, but I didn't make a bet on this game whatsoever, man. The money line, anything.
Yeah, to me, it's a stay off game. It's one of the in-play games of the day. This is the game you want to in-play. This is the one you sit back and just bet on in-play wise and play it quarterly. You know what I mean? Play it halfly. I don't have any insight on it. I don't like how Dallas plays on the road, if you ask me. They're a team that's inconsistent. I can't really trust this team. I don't know what I'm going to get from them. I mean, even at home at nights, I don't know what I'm going to get from Dallas. So it's a stay-off game for me. But if I decide anything, I'll tweet it out. The total is at 224.5. I mean, it's I can see it getting there because, like I said, what the Bucks do. What the Bucks do at home, the Bucks put up points. Dallas gives up points, so it will have to be in the over at 224. But I'm just gonna stay off of it. I probably will pull the trigger still on the total because it is over here in my notes. I do have it written down right here, so I'll probably pull the trigger, especially if it drops just a little bit. I'll probably still hop on the over in this game. But as for a side, I'm just gonna stay off the side. On to the next one, though, Jay. We got Atlanta and Orlando, bro. Orlando has to be tired, too, man. It's their fourth game in 8 days. I mean, that fourth game in 3 days, I think it is, if I'm correct, for Orlando. And then with Atlanta, they're a rested team. This is only their second game in 5 days. So I know they played on the 19th, but before that, they didn't play the last game was the 15th. Atlanta shoots the three. Orlando's having problems over there. Gordon is not playing today. Isaac, he's inconsistent. DJ Augustine is just too damn slow. So it has to be Atlanta -1, man. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, and you see the line movement in this game. This is another game to stay away from me. I look and see the Hawks as a favorite, and that just trips me out. I'm sorry. I know the Hawks have been winning games, but I'm just not one to. I can't back them. I see the people. You know what I'm saying? They're playing in Atlanta today. It's MLK Day. We know that the Grizzlies and in Memphis and in Atlanta, it's always a little bit of added extra motivation. It's always good at least to have a little bit, some extra to win for. So that's the reason why I can see why people are taking the Hawks. Me personally, it does hurt that Gordon is out, but with me, it would only be Magic or nothing. I couldn't bet on the Hawks. So even though I know they're at the house, they play well. I still view the Magic as the better team, the better coach team as well. Both teams have some injuries. We know that the Hawks don't have Bazemore. That's one of the main players I need in if I'm going to bet on the Hawks. Like I say, they are at the house today. You see the line moving going their way. Obviously, there's money coming in on the Hawks. So, I mean, if you guys like this game, you want to bet on Atlanta, hey, I could definitely see it. It's just me. The only way I could look is probably the Magic. But I wouldn't bet on this game at all. Maybe look at the in play and see how they come out playing. Even without Gordon, I still think the Magic could possibly win this game.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's a coin flip ass game over here. I mean, these are both two teams that are bad teams. But I mean, Magic are 0-5 last 5 games on the road, straight up and ATS. They're 3-15 last 18 games in Atlanta. Last 18 games. So it's like, I don't know, Jay. It has to be Atlanta, bro. But like I said, it's not one of the favorite games on the day. Well, one of the best games on the slate actually is getting ready to be the next game we're gonna touch on. But like you said, I heard somebody say earlier, are they gonna turn up because it's MLK Day, man? A lot of these kids don't even know who Martin Luther King is, man. A lot of people don't know who a lot of people is. You guys, some of these young generations, about you know who this guy is. They don't know who that is. Some people just think it's MLK. They think he was a president. You're like, who's MLK? I wouldn't be surprised if some young kids, but he used to be the president of the United States. Man, some of these kids don't care about none of that, bro, and it's a shame too. But we'll see though. If I see any team do that would get up for this day because they don't have a fan base out there, it would have to be Atlanta. So I can see that aspect of it maybe a little bit playing in. But this next game, Sacramento and Brooklyn, bro, this is a tough one right here, man. Both of these teams are playing great basketball. The Nets look good. Sacramento, that Buddy Hield looks just great over there. But in this spot, man, after I sit back and capping it a couple of times, bro, I'm gonna have to lean the money line over here with the Brooklyn Nets. Man, I don't know if I want to lay the 3.5, Jay. So I'm gonna have to lay a little bit of juice and just hop on the money line, Brooklyn Nets. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, me personally, I'm on the Nets in this game, man. For a nice little amount at that. I like the Nets on the money line, and I like them at the -3. The line is -3.5. If you want, you can buy it down, or you can take the 3.5. I don't think that it will be close. I mean, you see the Kings. Like I said, I was on the Kings -1.5, and I was on them for a nice little bit, and then I see them in the game, and they're down. I mean, even before the game, you see the late money coming in on the Pistons, even though Drummond was out, and I'm sitting there thinking like, why in the hell, you know what I'm saying? The money should be coming in on the Kings. And I'm looking at the game, and the Pistons were on the Kings' ass. I mean, it could, damn near should have won the game. The late shot versus Buddy Hield. I thank you, Buddy Hield, a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? You helped me cash that day, but I can't believe that they were even down in the game. I thought the Kings should have been running away with the game and won the game by double digits, but it wasn't the case. I mean, we see the Kings, they seem to play a little bit different on the road. They're one of those young teams, and they play so electric. Their home crowd, they really feed off of that. That's why you can't bet against the Kings while they're at the house, especially once they get the momentum. It doesn't stop. But it's the exact opposite when you're on the road. So I like the Nets in this game, man, -3 and the money line.
Yeah, Nets are 10-1 as a favorite this year. Man, Kings are a little scary on the road, just a little bit, man. The Kings are 10-12 away. They're 11-11 ATS away. Both teams are shooting good from deep. Both teams are driving and be able to score in the paint. Both of them take smart shots, man. I'm looking at that total too, Jay, at 231, man. I'm itching to pull the trigger on the under 231 because I'm assuming this is going to be a closer game. I don't really see the Nets just blowing out the Kings over here. I see it being back and forth type of game. I don't know if the lead even get higher than 7 points in this game between two teams. So I'm looking for a nice dogfight from both of them over here. But what's your thoughts on the 231, man? I'm leaning towards the under in this spot. I know it looks like when you come to these two teams, it should be pushing to the over, but part of me is saying under, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the Kings. We know that at the beginning of the year they were the highest team in pace. Pretty much, they've kind of sort of slowed down. I mean, at the house they still push the pace, but their defense has been a lot better. But on the road, the past two games, I mean, we saw them score 95 in Charlotte, in which with Charlotte they'll run the run and gun with you as well. And I mean, they only scored 95 points versus the Hornets, who is not really a strong defensive team. And then you score a combined 204 points in Detroit. So, I mean, they're trending towards the under. The last 7 games for the Kings have went under the total. I'm talking about damn near flew under the total. This is the highest total. The Nets, they can play defense as well. I'm with you on that under. I might have to take that. The Kings, they love to push the pace, but so far I'm just on Brooklyn this one. But seeing the way that the Kings, the last 7 games have went under, you might just have to ride that trend. I hadn't bet it yet, but I'm definitely going to look deeper into it. That's a pretty high total at 231. I might just ride the trend and look for it to go 8 straight Kings games going under.
For sure, for sure. But we'll keep it pushing, man. Like we just said, we just touched a little bit ago. We're talking about under trending teams. It's Memphis Grizzlies and Pelicans game, man. Under looking nice over there too without Anthony Davis over there. I'm trending towards that way in this Memphis Grizzlies game. I'm also about to put something on Memphis probably. I probably am taking Memphis as well, man. I don't like the matchup here. I think Memphis is trash when it comes to their offense. But they're a defensive team, and if they can play defense on anybody and stop anybody from scoring, it will have to be the Pelicans. Missing their top scorer in Anthony Davis. We see him Payton the way he's coming back, and Holiday does not look like the Holiday from last year at all, man. So I think the play over here in this Memphis game, Jay, will have to be the under for me, man, and probably the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I'm on the Grizzlies, man. Like I say, a little bit of added motivation. This is the same reason why people are taking Atlanta. This is the one that I actually do like. I mean, especially with the matchup and everything. And then this is added incentive for me. I mean, I'm taking Grizzlies. They're going to do pretty much the same thing, play a nice little video, you know what I'm saying, for MLK. If they don't know about them, you're going to learn about them today. You know what I'm saying? The old heads that will know about it, they're going to be fired up for the crowd. I think it's a little bit more for the fans, but even the players. I mean, you got Garrett Temple over there playing for the Grizzlies. If people look up his story with MLK, his history or whatever crosses path with the whole MLK thing. So I think the Grizzlies are going to be fired up for this one. We know that the Pelicans don't have Anthony Davis, which we've seen them beat teams without him before, but I just don't think it's going to happen today. This is a revenge game for the Grizzlies at that. They just lost to the Pelicans in New Orleans on January 7th. So exactly 2 weeks ago, this is the last game of the Pelicans of a 5-game road trip. Give me the Grizzlies all day at the house. You see they're favored, and you would think, you know, the way they've been playing, they're in their favor, so they're obviously a better defensive team. As long as Gasol plays today, I love the Grizzlies today.
For sure. Yeah, the Pelicans are 2-4 ATS last 6 games, 5-10 straight up last 15 games, 1-4 ATS last 5 games on the road in Memphis, 1-7 straight up, and when playing in Memphis in their last 8 games. They're 2-9 straight up last 11 games on the road, just in general, man. And they're trying to still hang on to AD, man. It's time to let AD go, man, and gather you some pieces and gather you the stuff that you really need. You holding on to a man's going to walk away from you. At least that's what I'm thinking. Unless he's about the money, he'll stick around and hang out in New Orleans. But the way this team is built and the way they're looking right now, they can't win with him. So and he sees it, and they can't win without him, and he sees it. So it's like, man, what is he going to decide? Man, I think he's going to decide to walk away. So maybe the Pelicans, like I said, lose a couple more games, and then they just ship them, and then they start taking themselves, man. Who knows? But this Memphis team just scares me when it comes to the offense, Jay. But I'm seeing everybody's look. I'm watching this total go up a little bit actually in this game between the two. It's at 219. I'm still hopping on the under in this game, man. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. We're taking Memphis in this spot, but I will take the under in this game right now, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. The whole thing with Anthony Davis is real quick. I'm pretty sure they're going to trade him. He's made his money. I mean, he's made plenty of money while he's been there. At some point in your career, the money is enough. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make money off endorsements, all type of shit. Might have a shoe deal. You know what I'm saying? If he go to LA, he's still going to get his money and even more endorsements. He might have a movie. I mean, come on, we know how this shit works, man. He want to win. It's time to win. You know what I'm saying? He want to go to the playoffs and win and get deep into the playoffs and obviously win a championship, chase the ring. I just definitely see him going to the Lakers, man. Maybe somewhere else so that they could try to say not tampering, but I don't know. I could just definitely see him going to the Lakers. It's a big market team, have the money, you know what I'm saying? They maybe do a little trade or something. The Pelicans, they're a nice little team, but we all know that Anthony Davis is going to move on from there. I mean, it's just the best interest. And I think if I'm the Pelicans, I get another coach. I'm not a big fan of Gentry at all. I haven't been. So that's just my 2 cents. Even if last year, I think if they had a different coach, they probably could have went even a little bit deeper into the playoffs. But that's just my take. I definitely think Anthony Davis will land in LA.
No doubt. Well, on to this next game, man. You high on revenge spots as well, too, man. This is a revenge spot over here for Boston. Boston sitting at the -8 right now over his Miami Heat team. Boston, man, they went on this road trip, man. They weren't even covering. They were just winning games. But now they back at home, man. And Kyrie got to be turned up for this spot, especially when this Boston and Miami Heat rivalry has always been around. I don't think no MLK Day will come into play over there in Boston. I mean, I know if you've ever been to Boston, you know what I mean. That's not really going to be a factor up there today in this game. But, I'll have to leave Boston in this spot. But I think 8 points might be too much, Jay. I'm looking at it to be a closer game. What's your thoughts? I like the over, actually, as well, too. But I haven't made a play on Boston yet or the over. It's still early in the day. I have to make sure I look at all the injury reports, man. It's the NBA, man. Y'all got to make sure you keep an eye on them injury reports. That's very important. But what's your thoughts on this game right now?
Yeah, I'm with you. It's a bunch of points, but I definitely think Boston wins this game. And in saying that, this is the last game of a road trip, a little 4-game road trip for the Heat. Like you say, the Heat have won the last 3 games, obviously 3-0 straight up and 3-0 ATS versus the Celtics the last 3. And they already beat them this year, not too long ago, 11 days ago. They beat them in Miami. And the Celtics, you know what I'm saying, just played a terrible game. They pretty much not necessarily got embarrassed by the Heat, but I mean they were in a spot really where they were in a bounce back spot, and you know what I'm saying, coming to win, and they were just playing bad. This is the exact opposite. Now they've won a few games. Now they're kind of sort of rolling at the house like they've been. You know what I'm saying? At the house, rested. The Heat on a long road trip. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much had to dig deep and do everything just to beat the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Or at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. So I do kind of like the Celtics to come back here and exact some revenge, even though it's -8 points. Today, I see Kyrie having another monster game. I think the Heat have tired legs in the second half of this one. I could definitely see, depending on how this game looks at halftime, I could definitely see the Celtics just blowing the Heat out in the second half, because I think the Heat are going to run out of gas, going to be ready to get to the house. The Celtics, they play the Cavs next. It's any type of look ahead, anything. Like I said, the Heat just beat them, so this is a total revenge game. I like the Celtics in this one because they have been rolling. I would even take the Celtics at -8.
Yeah, you know what? I'm jumping on my book right now, Jay, and I'm looking for this first half line for Boston. I think I'm gonna take the first half Boston line. I like what you just said too. I think depending on how the game goes, Boston may just blow them out the second half. Let me get down to this game. I'm strolling down right now. I'm on William Hill. If anybody want to know, my lips are kind of dry too. I did smoke before I came on. Well, I didn't smoke. I ate breakfast before I came on. But let me get my shit right. -4.5. Boston first half. You know, I'm gonna pull the trigger with that, Jay. I'm hopping on Boston first half. Everybody, that's an official bet. First half -4.5. I like the revenge angle. The Heat team 2 on the road. Yeah, Jay, what you think about that? First half -4.5. Boston.
Yeah, I like. This is one where I would say I would like the Celtics in the first half and the full game, maybe even first quarter. Like I say with the Heat, we know that their guards been battling all this, and we see the way they come out and play versus the Bulls, man. And that was a game where they was already coming off 2 losses. In that game, possibly they would come out first quarter, first half, and full game and just absolutely throttle the Bulls. That didn't happen. They had to pretty much get woke up. You know what I'm saying? And at halftime, they were down to the Bulls by 2 points. They had to get woke up in the second half, and then in the third quarter and fourth quarter, they pulled away. I'm sorry, you can't come to play like that. They actually have good players on this team. I'm not understanding. I see the Celtics just blowing them out here. I might take first quarter, first half, and full game, man. I don't like the way this Heat team looks right now, and I love the way the Celtics are playing right now, and they're at the house rested. I think I just talked myself into first quarter, first half, and the full game.
No doubt. I just talk myself into it. I do that shit all the time, bro. I be talking myself into this shit, and then I look at my wife and when it go good or something, she's like, "Well, thank you." I ain't tell you nothing. You did that yourself. But yeah, I talked me into it. I feel you there though, Jay. But yeah, everybody, we won't have an evening show either today. This is our show for the day, so we got a couple more minutes before we got to hop up off of here. I will be on low bag in the afternoon with Jim to help break down some more of the basketball game. So it's early morning. You know I like to wait on injuries, you guys, and injuries is the big thing to me. And I know Jay Money thinks the same thing as well. And in this next game, we got 2 injuries that came out of nowhere, man. Embiid and Butler, man. Butler's injury, they don't even tell us what it is. They just say they don't even know what the injury is or when he got the injury, man. So off the top, just looking at this game, man, if no Embiid, I have to side with the Rockets over here, especially how James Harden has been playing. And LA fans, y'all trolling me. What happened to y'all on Friday? But anyway, Jay Money, man, what's happening, bro? What's your thoughts on this, man?
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Like I said, I was on the Rockets too. I need them on the money line to come back for a couple of parlays, man. And I'm talking about, I saw them down. I was like, oh man, they ain't gonna win. The Lakers gonna beat them. Then they end up going to overtime. I'm like, oh man. Then these boys pulled it out for me. So I appreciate the Rockets, man, for that, because they would have really pissed me off if they would have lost their game straight up, man. I thought it was a guaranteed lot, pretty much, them on the money line. But yeah, to this game, the Rockets, they on the road. The whole thing in this one, man, Philly coming off that loss at the house. With know how Philly is off of a loss at home. They just, for some reason, they do not lose back-to-back, or it's very rare that they lose back-to-back at the house on the road. So in saying that, I think that one of these players might play. I hope that Embiid play. We know that we thought that he wasn't going to play the last game, and I had already took the Thunder. He ended up playing, and I was like, damn, but the Thunder ended up still pulling it out. It's one of these games that he's not going to play. I'm hoping it's not this one, man, because I did already take the 76ers. I hope he does play. Butler can sit out. I'll take Embiid and Simmons, and I think they'll beat the Rockets, or even, the Simmons not on the injury report. But I'm hoping, obviously, that Butler and Embiid play. I already took the 76ers. I do think they bounce back today, but like Real say, if Embiid doesn't play, it's really going to hurt, man. Even though the Rockets are on the road, they hadn't really been playing so well. It's been win-loss for the Rockets. I still like the 76ers, but we definitely need Embiid in this one.
No doubt. And my man Cam in here, thank you, man. He said Butler has right wrist soreness. And Ski Prophet said had to have the general go down for the Rockets to get it. Man, Ski, I don't care what happened in that game. I'm sorry Lonzo went down. But you know how everybody was trying to tell me, take this L, take this L. Everybody want to send me them little gifts. You take this L, take this L. Man, what happened? Who took the L that night? LA. That's who took the L. LA did. But anyway, let's get on to this next game. I have no play on Houston and Philadelphia until I see the injury report. So definitely touch on that one later. Portland, Utah. I have to do more capping on this game, but right now, first indication, I'll take Portland plus the 5 points over here. That guard shit is going to catch up to Utah sometime. I think it's going to be tonight, man. So I have to be the Blazers plus 5. First thoughts, Jay Money?
Real, this is a double revenge game, bro. I have to. I don't want to fade Utah anymore, man. They have bit me, you know what I'm saying? But this one, man, it's a double revenge. It hurts that it's in Utah, but like I say, double revenge spot for the Blazers. The Blazers have pretty much been balling, man. What I got over here, they 5-1 ATS the last 6, man. Like I say, double revenge. They done got blew out both times versus the Jazz. They done held them to damn near 100 points every time. I see the Blazers. They take advantage of a few little injuries. Even if Rubio, I'm gonna tell you what. I hope Rubio does come back tonight, and you put Donovan Mitchell back at the 2, so he can stop running the fucking point guard and stop clowning, and let Rubio bring his rusty ass out there, slow the ball down, let the Jazz get to playing like they were. And I'm going to tell you the truth, man. I took the Blazers plus 5, and I took them on the money line plus the 175. I think they win this game, man. If they cover the 5, which I think they do, I think they win the game. I also like the under. The game been trending up, but I don't care, man. I like the under in this game. It's going to be a defensive game, playoff type game. Like I say, they've already beat them twice already, man. Hit them to 90 and 96 points. Dame and McCollum will be like, fuck that shit. We need the ball on the ass today. They got to answer for Gobert. I like the Blazers here, man. If they lose to the Jazz 3 times this year already, I'll really be scratching my head. The Blazers are on the right. They're on a roll right now. They are going on the road, but I like them to win this game. I got a funny feeling about this one.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to y'all. That's my play against big man today. I got the Blazers on there right now at plus 5.5. The line dropped to 5, so I did take the Blazers earlier against big man in our little competition. I'm watching Johnny over here ask me, can he ask a question? Why do we black out our bets? Because you don't need to know what's in my pockets, bro. You don't need to know if I'm betting $2,000, $1,500, none of that shit. So I black out whatever I want to black out. People complain about why you black out the ticket. Why do you care what I bet? So I show you what I bet, then what you gonna say? You gonna shut up about it? If I don't show you what I bet, you gonna shut up about it? It don't matter what I bet. I'm betting. That's all you need to see is a ticket. You know I bet it, so my money on it. So if you want to put your money on it, at least you know the same man is putting his money on it too. I ain't no false capper. I bet a game, I'll show you a ticket. You got a problem with any bet I make? Ask me to show a ticket. I pull it up on my app. If I went to the casino and bet it, I'll have my wife bring it to me or something. I'll take a screenshot or whatever you need. But that's how I bet it. But you need to know what's in my pockets. That's how I feel. On to this last game, though, J Money. I gave this last night, minus 10.5, man. Another play for me, man. It's fade LA, fade LA, fade LA. I don't know why LA's minus 10 was only 10.5. I told Jimmy last night, too, in the DM, man, take Golden State. This line will be at 12 or 13 by tomorrow, man. It's already at 12 right now. So I hopped on it at the 10.5, man. I'm loving Golden State in this spot. I don't see LA stopping nothing. They can't stop shit. So let me know what you think.
Yeah, just a quick to that. Man, I don't know, man. I'm getting to a point where I'm not even letting people face it no more, man. Especially on Twitter, people trip about when you lose. They trip when you win. They want to know how much you're betting. They want, you know what I'm saying, free play. It could be 8 o'clock in the morning here, people saying, "Oh, I'm being at work all day. Can you go ahead and give me the plays?" So I'm like, real man. Y'all just watch the show. We gonna give you the plays. You know what I'm saying? If the show come on too late, man. I don't know. I really don't know what to say, man. I mean, you can do your own research too, but then you ask it how much we bet. I don't really think that matters at all. I mean, because then if we win the whole lot, then what you gonna say? It doesn't really matter. What you gonna bet the same amount that we betting? It doesn't really matter, man. All the thing y'all here for pretty much is the plays, and I think we pretty much doing a good job at getting them out. In this game, we know this is another revenge spot. Y'all know me, man. How I rock. They just lost to the Lakers, man, 127 to 101. At the house. Then now you got the Lakers pretty much damn near they damn near big three out.
Oh, well, I think Jaden froze up. He hit me with that crazy face just now, so I don't know if he'll be back or not. But what he's basically saying is Golden State about to beat the shit out of the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. To hear more about the breakdown, I'll be on the Low Back Show later. We're about to run over the time. So you guys want the plays, please go back, rewatch the show. We got to get off. We got another SBR show getting ready to come on. I'm sorry I can't give you guys actually, give my paper real quick, babe. I'll run down what I already have really, really fast. Over here. We got OKC first half -5, full game, and the over on Bulls money line. Bulls -2, and Bulls money line again. Wizards full game, questionable. As far as the over, we're going to probably jump on the over in that Wizards game. Mark, let me see. Let me go to the Wizards real quick and make sure I take it at all. Wizards, Detroit. No. I'm leaning towards the under in that spot. No bet for me yet in the Wizards game. Bucks game, I'm on the over in that spot. Atlanta, -1. I'm on the Nets money line. Grizzlies under. Leaning money line, but no bets yet. Boston first half, -4.5. Rockets, Philadelphia, no play yet until we know if Embiid plays. I'm on the Blazers +5.5, but now it's at +5. I still like it. And I'm maxed out Golden State -10.5 as well. If I have any more plays, I'll make sure I tweet them out or catch me on Low Back and go back and watch this shit. That was my man, J Money. I'm King Real. I got to get out of here. It's MLK Day, so I have a dream. Man, bless that man for giving us this opportunity, giving all of us this opportunity. What a great man he was, man. And thank you, Mr. Martin Luther King, for even allowing. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't him. For him, you guys wouldn't be in chat if it wasn't for him, man. He changed America, man. He changed the world. So thank you once again. I'm King Real. This is King's Court. Love y'all. Catch y'all tomorrow on regular time. Deuces. Good luck.